חבר הכנסת יצחק הרצוג, חבריי חברי הכנסת, לכבוד הוא לי להזמין את סגן נשיא ארצות הברית מייקל פנס לשאת דברים. It's my true honor to invite Vice President of the United States, Mr. Michael Pence, to deliver his address. Please.
President Rivlin, Prime Minister Netanyahu, Speaker Edelstein, Leader Herzog, members of the Knesset, justices of the Supreme Court, citizens of Israel.
רק נציין לפרוטוקול שכל חברי הרשימה המשותפת מורחקים עד סוף הישיבה היום. Please, Mr. Vice President, I apologize.
It is deeply humbling for me to stand before this vibrant democracy. To have the great honor to address this Knesset, the first Vice President of the United States to be afforded that privilege, here in Jerusalem, the capital of the State of Israel. And I bring greetings from a leader who has done more to bring our two countries closer together than any president in the past 70 years. The 45th President of the United States of America, President Donald Trump. Thanks to the President's leadership, the alliance between our two countries has never been stronger. And the friendship between our peoples has never been deeper. And I am here to convey a simple message from the heart of the American people. America stands with Israel. We stand with Israel because your cause is our cause. Your values are our values. And your fight is our fight. We stand with Israel because we believe in right over wrong, in good over evil, and in liberty over tyranny. We stand with Israel because that's what Americans have always done. And so has it been since my country's earliest days. During his historic visit to Jerusalem, President Trump declared that the bond between us, in his words, is woven together in the hearts of our people. And the people of the United States have always held a special affection and admiration for the people of the book. In the story of the Jews, we've always seen the story of America. It is the story of an exodus, a journey from persecution to freedom, a story that shows the power of faith and the promise of hope. My country's very first settlers also saw themselves as pilgrims, sent by Providence to build a new promised land. The songs and stories of the people of Israel were their anthems, and they faithfully taught them to their children, and do to this day. And our founders, as others have said, turned to the wisdom of the Hebrew Bible for direction, guidance, and inspiration. America's first president, George Washington, wrote with favor to the children of the stock of Abraham. Our second president, John Adams, declared that the Jews, in his words, have done more to civilize man than any other nation. And your story inspired my forebears to create what our 16th president called a new birth of freedom. And down through the generations, the American people became fierce advocates of the Jewish people's aspiration to return to the land of your forefathers. To claim your own new birth of freedom in your beloved homeland. The Jewish people held fast to a promise through all the ages, written so long ago, that even if you'd been banished to the most distant land under the heavens, from there he would gather and bring you back to the land which your fathers possessed. Through a 2,000-year exile, the longest of any people anywhere, through conquests and expulsions, inquisitions, and pogroms, the Jewish people held on to this promise. And they held on to it through the longest and darkest of nights. A night Elie Wiesel proclaimed 7 times sealed. A night that transformed the small faces of children into smoke under a silent sky. A night that consumed the faith of so many. It challenges the faith of so many still. And tomorrow, when I stand with my wife at Yad Vashem to honor the 6 million Jewish martyrs of the Holocaust, we will marvel at the faith and resilience of your people, who just 3 years after walking beneath the shadow of death rose up from the ashes to resurrect yourselves, to reclaim a Jewish future, and to rebuild the Jewish state.